Yo, what's up guys, it's me, MesoicV, and today I'll be reviewing the Hammond Collection Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor. So I do gotta admit, when it came to buying this figure, I was a little bit hesitant. Mainly due to the fact that the previous Hammond Collection Velociraptor figure did not look good. The sculpt was really bad, as you could remember. And also not just that, but the promo images on this guy didn't look that good either. However, now that I have this figure in hand, I gotta admit, it does look pretty good. So when it comes to the box, as you can see, it is basically just like any other Hammond Collection box. You got Hammond Collection, Velociraptor. On the top you got Jurassic Park 30th anniversary. On the side you got the Jurassic Park 3 logo with a render of the Jurassic Park 3 Raptor figure. Looking at the back of the box, as you can see, you got a on-screen photo of the JPIII Raptor with some text. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause the video. Up above that, of course, you also got a render of the Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor figure. And as you can see by the head sculpt, it doesn't look exactly too good. However, luckily it does look a lot better in hand. And of course on the left side of the box you have the Hammond Collection logo. And that is it for the box. So a common occurrence I've seen with these Jurassic Park 3 Hammond Collection Velociraptors is that when you actually open up the jaw, as you can see, a little bit of the lip is actually warped. Luckily though, I believe some hot water should be able to fix that. But that is a minor problem that this figure has. And on top of that, just like a lot of the other smaller Hammond Collection figures, the tail is also warped at the very end. But luckily, like I said, some hot water should be able to fix that. So when it comes to the accuracy of this figure, I gotta admit it is pretty accurate to the movie. Of course it has its quills, has the crest and everything. Unfortunately, the feet are a little bit big and some of the overall proportions on this figure is pretty bad, but it is still recognizable, to say for the least. And of course, here is the JPIII Hammond Collection sculpt compared to the original mainline sculpt. Unfortunately, of course, the mainline sculpt holds up, if not better than the Hammond Collection one. So some key differences between these two sculpts is that obviously seems like the eye are bigger on the mainline, whereas the eye is smaller on the Hammond Collection. Also not just that, but the Hammond Collection one doesn't close all the way, whereas the mainline one pretty much does. It has a lot more nicer look to it than the Hammond Collection one, I must say. I do gotta admit, however, one thing that the Hammond Collection sculpt does better than the mainline sculpt is the quills. As you can see on the Hammond Collection, the quills are just one straight line, and also they're kind of divided up a little bit. You got some on here and some in the back. Whereas with the mainline sculpt, they are a lot more congested together and it just looks like one fin. It doesn't really look like quills. So that is one thing that I do like about the Hammond Collection. So when it comes to articulation of this figure, it basically has the exact same amount of articulation that the previous Velociraptor figure had. Of course, the jaw can move, head can move, neck can move, the arms, elbows, legs, knees, feet, tail, pretty much everything that the other Raptor figure had, so I'm not going to go too in depth with it. So there is one advantage that this figure does have over the previous Velociraptor figure, and that is the articulation in the neck and head. Basically, this one has a lot wider range of articulation, whereas the previous figure did not, so that is nice. Alright, so starting off with the head, as you can see with this paint and sculpting, the figure mainly consists of a gray color, and it also has some airbrushing of more of like a cream color on the front lip to make it blend in with the lower jaw. It also got some red highlights on the crest, some blue outlines on the eyes, and of course it has a very light gray stripe running down the back until mid-tail. And on top of that, Mattel has taken an extra step in putting some paint on the quills, which is actually a really nice touch. So when looking on the inside of the mouth, as you can see, the teeth are painted white and there is a red gloss on the inside of the mouth. You got some red gloss on the membrane, the tongue, and even on the roof of the mouth, which is something rare that Mattel doesn't do anymore. Starting at the bottom jaw, you actually got some airbrushing of a cream/brownish color going from the bottom. You also got it on the belly and all the way until almost mid-tail. And it is also topped off with some airbrushing on the legs of the figure. For some reason, they actually also airbrushed the tip of the tail red, which is not really too accurate in the movie, but at least it adds some depth to the figure, I guess. I honestly do not know. Another nice touch is that you also got some red airbrushing on the back of the knees. I think those are knees. I am not an expert in dinosaur anatomy, so I apologize, but yeah, really nice. And of course, we also have painted and glossed claws, which is something that Mattel does not do anymore, so really nice touch to this figure. As for the sculpt of the figure, like I said, it's a really nice looking sculpt, I must admit. A lot better from the previous Raptor. As you can see, you got a whole bunch of creases in the neck, going down to the body. Unfortunately, with the hands, they are webbed. I don't know why they did that, but of course you got the iconic bird feet to the legs. Going back, you got some more crevices. And as for the tail, of course, it looks really nice. Same thing on the other side of the figure. You can see really nice sculpting on this figure. Alright, and that was the all-new Hammond Collection Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor figure. So, what do you guys think of this figure in the comments below? Do you like it? Do you not like it? And what do you think of the new head sculpt? Do you think it's an upgrade, or do you think it's just as bad as the original? But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.